Hey there. Welcome to my morning drive. I am on week 2 of the series that I'm putting together right now. Trying to just give me practice time in front of the camera. I'm always behind the camera. So now giving me practice in front and then also being able to pass along some of the stuff that I'm paying attention to. So as I get started with my days in the mornings, I'm one that listens to podcasts and seeing kind of what's happening out in the markets and business, etc. So I figured I can pass some of that along to you. I'm not trying to be a news outlet, but wanted to use that as a way for me to not have to come up with stories or anything that I would want to be talking about, but being able to relay some of these things that catch my attention. So with that being the case, the first one that stood out to me was about Stellantis. You might not know the name Stellantis, but you know their brands. Their brands are Dodge, Jeep, etc. They've got a host of brands within Stellantis, but the most well-known, arguably, could be Jeep and Dodge, at least here in the U.S. And their inventory is piling up faster than other brands' inventory. Kind of tells me something about maybe financial incentives or design of them overall. But whatever the case is, they're not moving their cars from the dealership lots as fast as some of the other companies, maybe BMW or Audi or Chevy, GM, etc., are moving their vehicles. And so what that means, I don't know what that means, but I am curious now with this being the case, are there going to be additional incentives? Are we going to see stuff from Stellantis, from Jeep, from Dodge to try and move their product and make it easier for us, more affordable, nicer vehicles? There might be a bit of a play there. Second thing that I wanted to call out today is the, what was it? It was, oh yeah, the rise of AI influencers. Follow a lot of different accounts, everybody trying to be an influencer. Some might even argue I'm trying to do that here, which I'm not. I'm just trying to get practice on this. But some of these that are pure AI, they're not a human at all, although they depict a human. It's truly an AI influencer. What's that going to look like? What not look like, but how's that, like, from a business perspective, from a user perspective, from all of us? What's that mean? How's that going to change the dynamics of social media, of media itself? And then third is coffee prices. It is my morning drive, so I got my coffee here. And if you're like me, which apparently stats say roughly 2/3 of Americans have coffee every single day, I'm definitely in that stat. Coffee prices have been getting more expensive. You've probably noticed this yourself. Prices at the register are getting more expensive, and it goes all the way back up into the value chain, into the supply chain, to the raw crop itself. Because of climate crisis or climate issues, the yield of the coffee bean is actually at its lowest in decades, and that means that its raw price is at its highest that it's been in 45 years. So that makes its way down into all of us, and we're having to fund that. So climate issues are a big deal. I'm not an expert in that, but that's one that I do know, and that is crazy what we're doing to our planet. Kind of to that point, Mexico City is in a water crisis. They're talking about the possibility of being at day 0 of not having any more water to be able to provide in June. That's just a week away. I don't know when in June, but at some point in June, and June starts next week. So that's going to be it's scary. I've been to Mexico City. I love it. I want to go back. I would hate to see that city suffer, the largest city in North America, suffer because of drought and water crisis that it's going under. But anyways, all that being said, those are the 3 things that I'm paying attention to. And today's session, my video that I'm talking about right now, I've been focusing in on voice. I can't even say it, but on voice, right? So vocal clarity, vocal inflections, my pace, any pauses, some of the different volumes as well. So all of those I've been trying to put into practice today to see how can I vary the message, and then accentuate the message. So curious to hear your thoughts if you've been following along or if you made it this far. um, Let me know how I came across. I would love to be able to hear from the comments and see how I can continue to improve. So thanks for riding along with me. I'm about to be pulling into work, well, here shortly, so I'm going to drop off. But thanks, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Peace.